It's 2:35, or about to be 2:35. It's 2:34. Girl, you better read. But I'm about to get ready. Life's blood. Life's blood. Okay, y'all, I lied. I did not have time to clean this all up last night. It was already 6:20. I was like, I need to go to bed. So I'm gonna put this all together. I'm gonna open the curtain real quick because it's real dark in here. It's a rainy day here in Brooklyn. But yeah, ooh, I dropped something. I gotta get this organized because I've got to start cutting stuff and get my life together. Oh, look, it matches my little cup. I'm obsessed with this color. Seafoam green. I love it. There's actually some stuff coming in the spring. Actually, let me not tell you too much. Let me just surprise you in the spring. Anyway, I'm going to show you guys how I organize this because I had these binders in my life for years, but I just was not thinking. So let me show you what I'm about to do. Okay. So it's a binder like this. It's a really big one, and I think this fits 11 by 17 paper, but this is one of the ones that people use for their portfolio when they're in like design school. But I basically realized, duh, I could just put all my patterns in here, and this one's popping out, but I gotta be more careful with how I lay it down. But it's actually pretty perfect because I can just put little tabs here on the side and be able to just flip through and find whatever I need. So I'm going to throw everything in here, organized obviously, but I'm going to put this together right now. So I'll do a montage. Okay, I realize a lot of you might not know what all of this is. These are paper patterns, stencils, paper patterns. They are cut out on this thicker manila paper. I do that because these are patterns that I'm going to keep reusing. But this is one of my paper stencils for one of my wallets. And the reason why I do this is because I want the exact same measurements every time. I don't want to think about it. I just want to be able to cut it out as quick as possible. I already have the holes marked here. I'm going to punch them through, but they're here. I don't know if it'll focus. But this is going to give me the exact measurements every time. I'll just trace around it in leather. I'm going to iron it so it's flat. But then, you know, you just fold it like this, and then there you go. There is your leather wallet. But a lot of people don't realize that we do use stencils because that's going to give you consistency when you're manufacturing something, you're making something over and over again. It's going to give you consistency. And this is also the time that you are supposed to inspect your pattern, because there's 3 steps of the process as a designer. There's the part, or the 3 main beginning parts of the process, is designing it, coming up with the idea, sketching it. Then you're moving on to the pattern making. And then this is the next step for me, step number 3, which is printing out the or cutting out the patterns. I use the Cricut machine. It's the best thing for me, and it's the most time-saving thing, is just use the Cricut machine because I do everything on the computer. If you guys want a full tutorial of how I do the patterns, actually, you know what? Y'all don't even have to comment if you want a full tutorial, but I am gonna do it. If you have a specific thing that you want me to make a pattern on, comment and put a little green heart, because I'll make a pattern of something that I don't have just to make it if you guys have something that you're obsessed with. But yeah, so I'll do a whole pattern making video on how I do my patterns from A to Z. But yeah, so this is also the time to inspect your pattern. So what I typically do is I have here, like, I would check all the measurements. There's also, this should have seam allowance. So this has the space for where the stitches are going to go. I know the stitches are going to go this far in, and I want to check that measurement. Some people like to mark it out with a ruler. I don't need to because I already know on leather, like, all mine are the same. So here is how it's going to look. And yeah, I can check now with a credit card if it fits in, if it's correct. And even yesterday I found a pattern that was off. I didn't like it. It was off by like half an inch, and I decided to change it. This is the time in the process that if you do have a mistake, you need to change it, because it's gonna be a game changer. A lot of people like to be like, oh, well, I don't know, I'm gonna see. No, don't cut it out in leather. If you see that on the paper version that it's wrong, or that you're not sure, or you're questioning, is this okay? Just make another paper copy. Change it, make an edit. What I like to do is save it with the new date so that it's like updated. So at the end, it's the same file name, but with an updated. And then I edit the pattern, recut it. I'm gonna recut it right now and check it again, because you know, this is the time to check it again. Because once you start cutting it in leather and you start like, you also might even like throw it in the wrong folder, save it, and then now you have the wrong file. So it's best to just check everything before you reorganize, before you put everything away. Fix it. Fix whatever problems in your patterns you have immediately. Write it down. Do whatever you got to do to keep that information, because that's when people have problems when they're manufacturing, is they don't write things down. They don't take notes of what needs to be updated, and then it never gets updated, and then it falls through the cracks, and then blah, 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 blah. No. That's the biggest difference between a good designer and a lazy designer. Write it down. Write it down and fix it right away. All right, so I'm gonna put everything in these binders. I'm gonna show you guys that. So let's get back to that. Okay, so I'm going to share with you guys something that you don't know about the fashion industry and how you could kind of organize all of your colors and color cards and fabrics and materials. This is something that I did as a designer for 11 years of my life, and I'm just going back through my years as a designer and incorporating that stuff into my company In75. So it's work. It takes behind the scenes work to do all of it. But when you need it, everything is ready for you. So I'm going to tell you guys what I mean right now. Let's look at these color cards. Okay, so I'm blurring all of this out, but I'll zoom into this color card. So what I have here is all of the leathers that I've ever purchased. For example, any fabrics that you've purchased, you can swatch them. If it's a fabric, I would do a bigger piece. I would do probably 5 by 5 inches. But for me, for leather, I just need a little scrap to see what the color is. And then what I do is I take and all of my threads that I have, these are my fabric threads. These are all the colors I have for leather threads, so that I know what I have, and I put them on these small little strings so that when I go to the store, I can put these in my bag, or I can put these in a binder, and I can take them with me to the fabric store. Because if I want to make sure that I have the right color, because if I'm buying something in the city and then I come home to my apartment and I don't have it, that's a whole nother day's worth of time that I have to dedicate to going to the fashion district. But having these in my bag has been a game changer. I did that. I've been doing this for years. So what I do to get these little swatches is I have a strip. This is about 1/2 inch wide. And then I take and snip it about 1/8 of an inch, just a little clip, not all the way through, just so that the threads can catch along the back. You can also tape them down if you want to. But this has been a game changer. I've been doing this for years, the entire time that I've had my company. But it's been the best thing, because I always can buy a new thread. If I bought a new leather that day, run to the thread store and pick it up, because I don't want to come all the way back home and not have what I need from the fashion district and have to go all the way back. So it's a game changer. I highly recommend this. Okay, so it is now 9:55. And I have been organizing. I've been sharing all of the pattern making process and getting everything organized. And I ironed each of the patterns just because they were kind of like wrinkling, curving up. But yeah, I'm doing my matcha, my first matcha, my only matcha of the day. But I've been doing double caffeine every day because it's almost launch day and it's time to relaunch the site, and I'm gonna need energy. I will probably be up tonight until 6 a.m. again. It's a 6 a.m. kind of time crunch right now, so I'm doing a full 17 hours of work. Yeah. I am a night owl, so I am working right now from any time between like 12 until 4 a.m. or 3 a.m. I'm just a night person, and so I'm doing my hours, but I know the hours sound crazy when I show you guys, but that's my real life. I'm not gonna get on here and lie to you guys and be like, I wake up every day at 5 a.m. No, I go to bed at 5 a.m. I'm on the opposite schedule, but I feel like it's worth it. Like, I feel like this is kind of the schedule I've always wanted, and I'm just up at night now. I can't wait till I'm like painting more, because then I have to wake up in the day. But I don't know. Once this collection is online, live, up, all of that, I might start shifting it to wake up earlier and then sleep earlier. But the sleeping earlier is the hardest part, honestly, because I'm obsessed with my work and I can stay up. Okay, so I have all of my different various leathers sorted. And what I'm going to do now is separate these for tomorrow and get these all together then. But I have a few more leathers that I need to sort out tonight so that all my leathers are chosen. The pattern is placed with the leather, and I'm going to begin cutting everything out in the morning, which is going to be a lot of work to cut all this out in the morning, but it's going to get done. It has to get done. It needs to get done because the ball is ever rolling. Time is not stopping for me. So yeah, I gotta go, y'all. I gotta go. I gotta get back to work. Bye. I'm gonna see you guys in the morning, or I'm gonna see you guys before I go to bed. But yeah, it's 3 o'clock. I already have a migraine. Yes, a full-on migraine. And I'm working because I'm an entrepreneur. There's only one of me here working, so the clock doesn't stop. So yeah, we are several hours away from relaunching the site, and everything is in pieces right now. The entire collection of stuff that I'm dropping for December is currently not even cut yet. Is not even chopped up yet. It's not even cut. It's not even stitched. But you know what? I digress. We're going to get done what we can get done, and things will just keep on being released throughout December. We're going to get done what we can get done. We're not going to stress today. Anyway, I got to get going. I got to get started. So let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We got to go. So I turn around, and then this is the view I'm getting now. It's 7 a.m. I have to go to bed, but this is the current view from my bed, like from my studio. Like, what? Yeah, I stayed up till 7 a.m. but this is beautiful. This is so freaking beautiful. But I'm exhausted now, so I'm going to bed for real this time. See you guys. I'm so excited. N75 is doing its first ever giveaway from now until December 31st. To our YouTube subscribers, we will be giving away, the first prize will be an airbrushed handbag, the second prize will be our sunglass case, and our third prize will be our new leather mirror. Make sure to check out all of the rules in the description, and also a link to how to enter the giveaway is also in the description. See you guys soon.